When you're in cartel territory, caution is key, because everyday situations can turn into life-threatening moments in a heartbeat. Here are the most horrifying cartel encounters caught on camera. YouTuber Gavin Seam was exploring Mexico off the beaten track, which can be beautiful but at the same time incredibly dangerous. He was stopped at a roadblock.
Mande? A soda?
Photo.
See, photo.
It's clear that the young thug is trying to blackmail them, and Gavin speeds off when he gets the chance.
Start moving, they'll move. That guy's, I think, is trying to say that.
Oh, dear.
He's throwing a rock. He's throwing a rock right now.
Gavin and his passengers got away unharmed, but this police officer wasn't so lucky while driving on the highway. His colleagues are telling him to hurry up because they know something bad is about to happen. Within cartel territory, law enforcement listens to the cartel and not the other way around. The cops were fortunate enough to have a bulletproof vehicle. Otherwise, this encounter would have a different ending. In Nuevo Laredo, near the Mexican and U.S. border, a man drives into a roadblock at a traffic light. In this frightening situation, the driver quickly backs up in order to attempt an escape.
It's the cartel.
The cartel tries to block the driver with multiple people and cars, but he maneuvers like an expert and flees the scene. His calmness and driving skills saved the day. In this horrifying encounter with the cartel, the driver and passenger weren't as calm.
What way should I go? Straight or right?
Aaron and Logan were heading to Logan's mom in Cancun. The two birdwatchers were driving off the beaten track to photograph some of the tropical wildlife, but someone was following them.
I'm going straight. Bike on this road, so there must be civilization somewhere over here.
Looks like there's a town up here, a little village.
The car behind us is kind of scaring me how fast they're going.
I know, they're going.
Aaron notices a car in his mirror. He's scared, and for good reason.
It's not scaring me.
It's scaring me because what if they're speeding up on us to rob us or something?
The car is closing the gap at high speeds, pursues to overtake them, and the tension rises.
Have guns. Jesus,
Go, 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 go,
no,
go,
no, 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 please,
Aaron, go.
please, what? Please, what?
The cartel that patrols the area wants to make sure Aaron and Logan are not rivals, spies, or law enforcement. It's their lucky day as the cartel gang signals that there is no problem.
No problem, no problem, no problem, no problem. Okay, no problem. You will.
Por favor.
¿Dónde vas? Hey, vamos,
Please.
no problem, okay?
I'm about to pass
No
out.
problem, okay, no problem.
Logan, don't. It's okay,
Oh,
it's okay,
hey,
it's okay.
No problem, okay? What? You will.
Can we go?
Although the situation calms down, Aaron and Logan are still in distress. Both realize that this situation could have fatally ended.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Please.
Yeah,
go.
no, okay. Hey, no. Sí.
No pasa nada.
No problem. Hey,
Okay.
okay?
Okay.
We're gonna see mi madre.
No pasa nada.
What's your name?
Aaron.
Eh? What's your name?
Aaron.
Aaron.
See.
You?
Logan,
Edwin.
what's your name?
Philip.
Luke?
No
Can
problem.
you speak English a little?
A little.
Please don't.
No problem.
Aaron and Logan got away unharmed, but the owner of this local news station had a big problem. CCTV footage recorded a gang setting the El Buen Tono news station on fire in Cordoba. This took place in 2011, and fortunately no one was injured, as employees managed to escape unharmed. A yellow truck without tags is stealing the contents of the white container. The sheriff was called, but the culprit managed to get away.
Yeah, I got you.
Just a normal day on the job, locked and loaded. These cartel members are driving around on the highway in Phoenix, Arizona. I wonder what they are up to. Imagine driving next to them and looking over and seeing that much firepower. Did you notice anything? They casually passed a state trooper. On the 16th of March 2022, a helicopter of the Aircraft Division of Texas Department of Public Safety was flying over Starr County, Texas, near the Mexican border. The pilot spotted a cartel member on the Mexican side of the border, and he points his weapon at the pilot. The cartel member decides to take off while the Mexican authorities are being alarmed. After following him to what appears to be a sketchy warehouse, law enforcement was able to arrest him. A couple is casually driving and they get an unpleasant surprise. One robber opens the door and tries to take the watch of the driver and some other stuff. However, he fails, because the lady calmly made clear that the robber was going to leave empty-handed. The man, on the other hand, was terrified. The driver manages to drive away, and fortunately the couple was unharmed. Shout out to the lady for staying calm. This clip could be gameplay straight from GTA. The cartel speedboat navigates ashore in a high-speed chase with a helicopter on its tail. 3 men disembark from the boat, scatter and continue on foot. In Brazil, the federal police tries to stop a cartel aircraft. The driver diligently maneuvers to avoid collision, but when they reach the aircraft, the driver pulls a very risky move. He hits the wing of the plane, where highly flammable kerosene fuel is stored. The police jumps out of the vehicle and rush to the plane to arrest the criminals. Fortunately, it didn't set on fire and no one was injured. Cartels in Mexico make use of any person they can. Even kids become their soldiers. This clip was filmed within Sinaloa cartel territory. The 2 armed children are ready for battle with fear visibly present in their facial expression. This American is riding his motorbike on the highway in Mexico and drives straight into danger. The riders sense that something is off. Trucks are parked on the side of the road. Cars are driving in the opposite direction on the other side of the road. The driver starts to notice more and more that something is off. John decides to turn his bike around and makes a huge mistake. He doesn't look in his mirror for incoming traffic. John stops and realizes how lucky he was with the near miss and continues with his journey. But there is a thing far more dangerous than traffic yet to come. Just like the other drivers, he switches to the other side of the road in order to hopefully evade the cartel that is waiting at the end of the highway. A truck driver signals John to pull over and he tries to explain what's going on, but he doesn't speak Spanish.
Mi amigo habla español. Mi no habla español.
Because they're setting cars on fire.
Yeah. All right. Let's go the other way.
What other way?
I don't know.
Hay otro modo de ir.
All right. Let's turn around, man. There's nothing else to do.
Despite the warning of cartels burning cars, they decide to continue their journey. The man in the truck wasn't lying. Several trucks were burned and looted by the cartel, but there was no sight of the cartel. That changed when John spotted smoke from afar. After hesitating how to go forward, he decides to use a dirt road next to the main road, a daring move while knowing that danger is lurking around the corner. John gets close to the cartel roadblocks and activity is clearly increasing. Here comes the moment he needs to get back on the road while being surrounded by the cartel. As a gringo, he is extremely lucky to be able to pass in an area where kidnapping is happening frequently. Besides kidnapping, highway robberies are another cartel favorite to earn money. This truck driver finds himself in a tricky situation after being stopped by a cartel roadblock. A total of 4 men get out of the 2 cars and approach the truck to open it up. However, the driver isn't scared and doesn't yield. He slowly backs up because the robbers have an IQ of a frozen fish stick and left a lane open for the truck driver to attempt his escape. If only they would have parked their cars sideways, the truck driver wouldn't be able to flee the scene. It always leaves me in disbelief how powerful the cartels are, the amount of resources, weaponry, and manpower they possess. The Mexican government also has access to these resources. However, the difference why cartels are so much more powerful is ideological power. This is a video of the CJNG where they display how much weaponry and power they have. It's mind-boggling. The branded camo trucks with turrets, rifles, and protective army-grade gear. The CJNG is considered to be one of Mexico's most powerful and dangerous cartels. The leader of the organization is El Mencho, and you certainly do not want to cross paths with him. People have tried before, and well, it wasn't pretty. Just look at how many cartel soldiers and vehicles the CJNG has. It's crazy. After being on the sideline for a while, the Mexican government announced that it's going to step up its game to bring down the cartel's leaders. The government has been cooperating with U.S. authorities in coordinated efforts to zero in on the threats. They have managed to capture El Mencho's brother in 2022 and brother-in-law. However, El Mencho remains at large. The cartel drives by stationed soldiers while pointing guns at them, making shooting noises and laughing. When joining a cartel, people often start as a low-level lookout, which is called halcon in Spanish or hawk. Colleagues caught him sleeping on the job and decided to pull a harmless but at the same time frightening prank. Just look at the terror in his eyes. I'm sure he will never be caught lacking ever again. This takes It's Just a Prank Bro to a whole new level. This cartel member has some nice eye catchers in his living room. Who needs that much firepower? The villagers of a small town in Mexico are being extorted by a cartel. Per hectare of land, they had to pay a fee or face the consequences. The cartel didn't expect that the villagers had enough of their terror and fought them off with sickles and hunting rifles, finishing off their leader and 9 other attackers. Unfortunately, 4 villagers met their fate as well. This is what the aftermath of the confrontation looks like. This man drives straight into a cartel checkpoint and is ordered to pay $500 per person for a total of $1,000 to the Northeast Cartel.
Guárdame el teléfono, por favor, porque no te lo quiero quitar. Ok. Guárdamelo.
Oh, no, si tenemos el mapa nomás.
Bueno, hijo, hay que ponerle $1000 aquí por la mañana, 500 y 500 para que se me vayan bien. Le voy a dar una clave. Okay. Y esa pastilla se te cayó.
No, son Tylenol eso.
Por si lo andabas buscando. Ahí está para la protección de ustedes, viejo.
Yes.
Ayúdale tu viejo también.
Ya no, en efectivo no teníamos, ya. Ahorita nos quitaron allí en el...
No tengo
Allá en
efectivo.
There was only one problem, and that is that he only had $300.
Es que no teníamos en efectivo, ya lo pagué ahorita en los impuestos, allá pagué el... Déjame si quieres para echar gas, cara.
Ahí
Sí.
estás quedando también.
Ok.
Échale. Échale, pa.
Esos son 300, yo nomás tengo 300.
Nomás trae 300, cara.
Sobre.
In the end, the man was able to go on his way. The CJNG expanded beyond its border into Ecuador as it has partnered up with Los Tiburones crime syndicate. In Ecuador, cartel activity is increasing with assassinations, brutality, and extortions. In 2021, Los Tiburones, along with other gangs formerly allied to Los Choneros, including Los Chone Killers, Los Pipos, and Los Lobos, announced the creation of an alliance called Nueva Generación, after consolidation with the Jalisco New Generation Cartel. When you're driving in Mexico, a dangerous situation can appear out of nowhere. The truck in front of the driver's point of view is driving slowly, and when the car on the right-hand side nears the truck, a pickup appears and brings the driver to a halt. The robbers break the windows, force the driver and passenger out, and now they have captured the truck. Within 1 minute, the job is done and the cartel is on its way with their newfound loot. Fortunately, the driver and passenger made it out unharmed. Within seconds, this guy gets snatched at a convenience store by the cartel. 6 vehicles with gunmen strategically position themselves around the victim. They storm towards the target and secure him. As they are with this many for one person, it probably takes place on enemy territory. When the night falls, cartel territory can get grimy. This driver passes right through it in Juarez. Danger is lurking around every corner and you never know what's going to happen. Whether you end up in a roadblock, have to pay an extortion fee, or kidnapped. Luckily, the driver was able to continue his journey unharmed this time. In Matamoros, near the US border, a man is about to have a very bad and frightening day. Armed cartel members pull up to his house and try to steal his vehicle. At first, they try to steal the blue car, but it isn't his, and he directs them to the car behind it. The men argue while his wife is inside the house. At one point, his wife comes out. In disbelief, looking for comfort, they hold each other. They both know that their car is gone with the wind. There is still a cartel member in their area, and the man directs his wife to come inside. Click the recommended video to watch an unbelievable cartel story about a mother who hunts down 10 cartel members. Thanks for watching and see you there.